I never imagined I'd recognize the sound of my own home turning against me. But that night, when the door slammed behind her and her laughter spilled down the hallway like poison, I knew something had shifted forever. It was nearly midnight when she came in. Her hair was tangled, her perfume too sharp in the air, and her eyes sparkled with reckless amusement I had never seen aimed at me. "You won't believe what happened tonight," she said, laughing as if sharing a secret joke with the universe. I froze in the kitchen doorway, clutching the counter so tightly my knuckles went white. "What? What do you mean?" My voice sounded brittle, strange to my own ears, as if it might shatter. She barely glanced at me, flicking her hair over her shoulder. "Oh, nothing important. Just fun." Her laughter bubbled louder this time, daring me to ask more. "Fun?" My heart skipped and then cracked. "What? What are you talking about, Maria?" Her eyes sparkled with something foreign, something that was no longer love. And then it slipped out, careless and unthinking, the kind of words that hit like a physical blow. You're never going to believe it, but it was amazing. I can't stop laughing about it. The floor seemed to shift beneath me. My stomach turned cold. When my voice came, it was quieter than I intended. Amazing. Laughing about it. Yes. Her excitement carried now, not remorse. It's just, oh, I don't know. One night doesn't mean anything. I closed my eyes, trying to process how her words wrapped around me like ice. One night with someone else. While I believed we were building a life together, while I thought we were safe, I felt cracks forming, the late nights, the vague excuses, the way she no longer looked at me the way she used to. But denial had been a warm blanket, until that laughter tore it away. "Who?" The question slipped out before I could stop it. She shrugged, casual as if it were the most natural thing in the world. "Does it matter?" Honestly, it was nothing. "I'm home now, aren't I? Aren't you happy?" Happy. The word lodged in my throat like a splinter. I could feel my sanity teetering as the truth settled over me like dust. The woman I had trusted, the woman I had given everything to, had spent the night with someone else, and now had the audacity to ask if I was glad she returned. "No," I said finally, voice low but steady, unnervingly calm even to myself. "No, Maria, I am not happy. Not with this. Not with you." Her smile faltered, curiosity flickering across her face. "Oh, come on. Don't be dramatic. It was just one night. One night." I repeated, hollow, the words echoing around the empty living room. "Just one night, and yet you come home laughing. Proud of it." She opened her mouth, then closed it. The laughter died into something awkward. I could see her calculating, trying to soften it, but there is no softening betrayal. "Maria," I said again, quieter this time, the kind of quiet that carries weight. "Get your things. I don't want you here anymore." Her face twisted, confusion, disbelief. "Wait, you're kicking me out?" "Yes." My voice didn't waver. "I trusted you, believed in us, and now I can't. I won't live pretending this is okay." Silence fell, deafening. She looked around the apartment we had built together, the home that was meant to be our sanctuary, and then back at me as if seeing a stranger. Her eyes narrowed, searching for anger, for rage, but all I offered was quiet devastation she couldn't undo. "You can't do this," she said finally. "We can work it out. We always work things out." "No," I said, shaking my head. "Not this. Not after this. You think we can fix it with a talk, with promises? You don't get it. You never did." She laughed then, bitter and sharp, venomous even. "You think you're so perfect, don't you? Too righteous." I was bored. I wanted excitement. Something new. Can't you understand that? The floor dropped beneath me again. Her excuses, rationalizations, none of it mattered. The betrayal was complete. She had made a conscious choice to shatter the life we shared, and worse, to wear as a badge of pride. "I do understand," I said quietly, voice barely above a whisper. "I understand that I'm done. I understand you don't love me the way I loved you. And I understand I deserve better than this." She scoffed. gathering her jacket, her purse, her self-importance bundled neatly as if she could carry out the door. Fine. Leave then. See if I care. I didn't move. I watched her walk to the door, sharp, defiant. She glanced back once with a smile meant to be tender, but it wasn't, and then she was gone. The apartment was suddenly enormous, unbearably quiet. I sank onto the couch, crushed by the weight of everything I had lost. Not just her, but the life I had imagined, the nights shared, the plans made, all evaporated, leaving only hollow disbelief. I didn't cry. Shock numbed me. I just sat, staring at the closed door, trying to convince myself that I hadn't imagined the laughter, the pride, the betrayal. Hours later, when sleep refused to come, I wandered the apartment. Her favorite mug still sat on the counter. The faint scent of her perfume lingered like a ghost. I touched it, and it was like touching a memory. A life ended without warning. I replayed everything, every detail. Every time I ignored the signs, brushed aside doubts, convinced myself she would never do this. But the truth was unbearable. There were signs all along. I had chosen not to see them, because seeing them meant accepting a reality I wasn't ready for. Days passed. I didn't reach out. I didn't answer her calls or texts. Each message, each apology, reminded me the person I loved was gone, replaced by someone I didn't know and couldn't forgive. Friends tried to intervene. Talk to her. They said, maybe it's a mistake. Maybe you can work through this. How could I work through something that was a mistake? How could I rebuild trust with someone who laughed after betrayal? The thought made me sick. I began removing traces of her from the apartment. Photos, gifts, items that held memories. Each act was painful, like peeling skin, but necessary. I had to reclaim my life from the wreckage she left behind. Weeks later, I walked alone through the city, noticing things I hadn't before. Quiet cafes, strangers laughing, sunlight filtering through buildings. Life went on outside the walls of my broken home. Slowly, I realized I had to. I wasn't okay. Not yet, but I was free. Free from betrayal, from false intimacy, from a woman who chose thrill over love, pride over loyalty. I had loved deeply, and in doing so, allowed myself to be hurt in unimaginable ways. But I survived. I would heal. And one day, I would love again, not blindly, not foolishly, not without boundaries. I would love with eyes open, heart guarded but open, aware of both pain and resilience. That night, I stood on the balcony, city lights stretching endlessly below. For the first time in weeks, I breathed. No triumph, no vengeance, no joy, just clarity. I had survived the storm she brought into my life. And though the apartment was silent, the laughter gone, I felt something stir, a quiet, unshakable certainty that I would rise from this stronger and wiser. Maria was gone, and with her went the life I thought I knew. But in the empty spaces she left behind, I found myself,